Hi everyone, this is the construct portion of Unit 3, Lesson 1. Right now, you should have your patterns in multiple representations handout in front of you. We will be doing visual pattern A together. If you take a look at the pattern, we are trying to figure out how many squares are in each figure. The first figure has 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Then 5, then 7. You can notice pretty quickly that there is a pattern, which is that squares are adding by 2. So if I am going to look at the 0th pattern here, it is going to give me 1 square. Let's check. If we continue the pattern after figure number 3, then we should expect that figure number 4 should have 9 squares. Let's draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 squares here. In figure 5, we are adding 2 more, so we should expect that there are 11 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now let's move on to the verbal description. It says describe the pattern in complete sentences. So if we were to cover up the pictures, how we describe for another person to draw the next figure? As I told you before, the pattern seems to be that we adding 2 squares to each corner of each figure. I'm going to go ahead and put add 2 squares to the top left and top right vertices to each figure. Okay. We moved on to the second part of the visual pattern A. In the table, I am going to go ahead and record the number of the shapes I currently have. For 0th figure, I had 1. And for first figure, I had 3. And then 5. And then 7, 9, and 11. In this middle column for my work, I'm going to demonstrate what is happening as I am figuring out this pattern. So initially we start with 1 square, 1 shape. And we are adding 2 each time. And we are taking the previous number and we are adding 2 to that. So it will look like 1 plus 2 plus 2 and so on. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 1 plus 2. So we have 4 2's, and then 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at the figure numbers actually matches the number of 2's we wrote here. It's like 5 2's. Does this pattern have a constant difference? Let's check. So to find the constant difference, we are find a difference between the second term and then the first term, or the next term and the previous term. In this case, our common difference is here 2, because 3 minus 1 is 2, and here is also 2, and difference is 2, 2, 2. So we have a constant difference because we have 2's all over here. So we will say yes, the constant difference is 2. Write an expression using the variable n that could be used to determine the number of shapes or squares in figure n. If we go back to the table, we are looking for the figure n here, and we are going to write a rule in expression form to calculate number of shapes. So if you use the figure 5's idea, we can see that we have 5 number 2's here, which is matching with figure number 5. So we can use the same idea, and we can say the work for the nth figure n, figure number n, would be 1 plus 2n. So our expression would be then 1 plus 2n, or we can write 2n plus 1. Use your expression to make a prediction. How many shapes would be in the 43rd term of the pattern? I'm going to use the expression 2n plus 1 to find how many shapes in the figure 43. I'm going to plug in 43 for n, and we will find 86 plus 1, which will give us 87 shapes. So here we have 87 shapes in the figure 43. So we're done with visual pattern A. The rest of the visual patterns for you to complete. Have a wonderful day.